Jimmy Sarachera has travelled from Zimbabwe for this year's Contemporary African Art Fair in London. He's brought along various works from his Harare gallery, which follow in the country's strong tradition of sculpture.
The work that is coming from Zimbabwe is it's incredibly honest. It's created in an environment where essentially the use of objects, the use of whether it's stone, metal, wood, or whichever medium that's actually being employed. It's coming from a place where that is the medium that artists have to work with. What they're using is a really true reflection of where they are and who they are.
The 154 exhibit features work from across all four corners of the African continent. The founding director says she hopes this biggest fair yet will give visitors a clear vision of the diversity on the continent.
I think there's a Western view of Africa where they think of it as a big country, but when you think about it, and this is what the title reference to, is that this 54 very different country, and I think this is what we like to challenge, is the African aesthetic, you know, in quotation mark, you know, what people think about it, you know, but when you think about a continent, it's so big that like you are not really looking at common denominators. They all have their own art, their own influences, their own, you know, reality that they face.
One of those realities for Nigerian-American artist Adejoke Tubile is the abduction of girls by Boko Haram militants in Nigeria. She says learning that some as young as 12 have been used as suicide bombers prompted this art piece.
So I started creating this piece, which is called Kidnapped, and it's made of various materials, including an African mask, deer horns, which speak to the deer in headlights, you know, kind of phenomenon of being bewildered and anxiety and sort of startled when someone just kind of whisks you away when death is near.
Whilst many of the pieces deal with the continent's political and humanitarian challenges, there are also works that reflect the humour and warmth of everyday human interactions. The Contemporary African Art Fair has increased in size dramatically since 2013. Just to give you some idea of scale, this year the works of art are housed over 3 wings of London's famous Somerset House. Catherine Drew, CCTV, London.